And the Red Terran, innovation from STX Seoul, so close to victory. He's been here before. Can he seal the deal this time?
I think he feels like he can. I feel like he can too, man. I mean, he has looked so good in these early 3 games, and despite how last week goes, I feel like Innovation, if it's possible, looks even more comfortable in this matchup against this player than he does in most of his TVZs, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. His play looking just immaculate so far this evening.
Exactly. So what will we see out of these two players? SOS doing a pretty good job again, of defending against the early aggression from Innovation, but it's really not the damage that Innovation does that's the problem. It's the distractions. It's holding him back into his base. SOS, the only time he's really been across the map in any of these games so far has been the time that he cheesed Innovation. So, what is SOS going to do? That, above anything else, it's got to be really hard to take, that he really hasn't been able to leave his base all series long.
And even with that cheese, even though he did get a significant number, 24 SCVs, with that early pressure, he overextended a little bit with the Stalkers in the base and then lost control of the game after that.
Well, he really felt like he could win that game, and he didn't put down a Nexus because he was so sure, and that really came back to haunt him. There's a Reaper coming out again for Innovation. He's been relying on this. Most Terrans these days are opening with Reapers, at least one, and the benefits just are huge. There's literally no real detriment to opening with a Reaper first. It's good against everything Protoss could possibly throw at you in the first few minutes of the game, and just the ability to not only get the information that they can give you, but also maybe if you're lucky, kill a couple workers. Reapers are great.
Oh, here we go. Pylon going down.
Yeah, that's a bit interesting.
At the natural, a bit offset right there.
Yeah.
What could that be for, Noah?
It could be for a lot of things, man. It looks like he wants to try to fake out Innovation a little bit, just not showing that third pylon, putting it in a place where he'll miss. So really, more than anything, I think this is going to show, this is going to maybe make Innovation feel like, like there's something proxied. It's going to make him go and look for it and waste a bit of time. The other option is that SOS maybe thinking proxying something himself, Maybe that's going to be eventually for a Dark Shrine or a Twilight Council. Who knows?
There we go, the quick scout. And will Innovation fall for the bait?
Dude, SOS is playing the so well. He hit his probe, too. He's going to expand. There's a Nexus. But he's totally got Innovation thinking it's a cheese. He makes Innovation think that there's something proxy by hiding that third pylon and hiding the probe that was going to put down the Nexus.
And then bringing the Zealot over as well.
Yeah, there's a bunker going up in the main. Innovation, he doesn't really know what's going on yet, but for now he's very worried.
Very cool play. This is the SOS that we're used to seeing in this matchup.
And following this up with the Stargate as well. So a little bit of a later Stargate, and we'll see what SOS wants to do with it. We have seen a bit of a move back to things like Phoenix Colossus a bit in this matchup. So that could be the start of it for SOS. He's got a lot of options, though, with what to do.
Oh mein Gott, auf jeden Fall Stargate. Würden gerne mal sehen, dass ein Oracle und ein Voidwall macht.
That's right.
Yep.
Now that they discontinued the Dragoon.
That's right.
Nicht auf der Karte.
So sad.
Well, the Immortal
auf der Karte
is a little bit
kannst
better
du
kind of maneuvering around.
benutzen,
That's true. That's true. The Immortal can actually walk across bridges.
We found that 3 legs are generally better than 4, apparently. Yep. And there's an Oracle on the way for SOS. So Innovation, here's the thing. It's the Reaper got in.
The return of the Reaper does manage to see everything that he's doing
Was
right
ich ihn
there.
gerne spielen sehen würde gegen Innovation wäre
There we go. Also sees
Colossal, Void Race,
the
and Stalker.
Forge going up at the back of the base. Now, this Oracle still going to come out, so SOS committed
Weil hat nicht viel
to
Anti-Air, nur
dealing some
Vikings.
damage
I
here.
really don't feel like Innovation's going to be too worried about it. He's already got Widow Mines out on the field. Second one on the way right now. And SOS is going to find a nasty surprise when he brings that Oracle in.
Well, here we go. Marines already waiting next to the mules. He is 100% prepared for this.
Yeah.
First medevac also going to be coming out.
It's a little bit odd, actually, that SOS would kind of fake that he was going for a proxy Stargate sort of thing and then actually go for an Oracle anyway, because what he did would make most Terrans do what Innovation is doing and kind of prepare a little bit for a proxy Oracle. So then when the real one comes even later, he's ready for it. A kind of a strange decision for SOS. I'm a bit surprised.
Well, this Oracle got one SCV building at the front of Innovation's Natural, but that's about it. He's not really committed to this, though. Instead, going to get +1 armor and build into that Robo.
Yeah, exactly. Wants to get a lot of observers out to see exactly what Innovation is doing to spot these drops. Here comes one now for our SGX Soul Terran player.
He's got a Widow Mine in there.
There is a cannon, though, already, so he's going to be able to spot the Widow Mine. And, yeah, Innovation sees that. He's like, all right, no reason to even try that one.
And instead, looks like that Widow Mine was triggered right there. Not sure if the Oracle actually died.
I think it probably did. He got a kill, yeah.
It did, yeah.
Right, another Oracle on the way right now. But...
Yeah,
Jetzt verstehe ich noch nicht, warum man ein zweites macht.
Now, he did get a bunch of SCV kills in that second game. He managed to find a way around.
Yeah.
There's a hallucinated Phoenix coming in.
Man, SOS is so nervous. He's getting 2 Twilight Councils. I mean, yeah.
Was hat mit seinen zwei Twilights und 2 Templars und hast du nicht gesehen? Ey, ohne Witz, das kostet ihn so die Games. Das Gas.
Yeah, especially after seeing that double Templar archives as well.
Yeah, really.
Oh, boy.
Poor guy. I mean,
he canceled one, I think.
Yeah, he did. He realized it, but just the fact that it's happened 2 games now where he's accidentally made, or has started at least 2 buildings that he didn't really need. There's the Templar Archives now, but SOS, man, he just needs to just calm down.
Absolutely. Well, +1 on the way for Innovation, as we can see right now. He seems very calm and collected and precise here in the WCS Season 1 Finals.
Yeah, he's doing fine, man. I mean, he's got the pressure already on. He's kept SOS in his base yet again. I mean, SOS's build, he's really not going to be leaving anyway, but Innovation's got him a little bit scared. He's just getting his upgrades, getting his macro going. It's kind of just, yet another day in the office for Innovation right now in this game.
Well, Chargelot Archon going to be coming in. The Storm Research coming as well. So the Observer sneaks into Innovation's base, giving him a good scout. Here's the Oracle moving across the map as well.
Yeah.
So SOS, how does he win at this point in time?
He's got to just go for the late game and have really good positioning in some of the later fights. I think that's going to be more or less it. But, I mean, look at the supply. I mean, it's not very common that you're going to see a Protoss that far down in supply at this point in the game without any real major
army supply as well.
Yeah, it's
for Innovation. In fact, SOS might just die right here.
I think it's possible. It's a bit bizarre seeing this. SOS trying to do some damage with this Oracle, gets 3 kills, but gets pushed out, and this push is absolutely terrifying right now coming in. Innovation going for the win with this one.
And look at that, his weapons upgrade, his concussive shells, and his stim all finishing simultaneously here. Feedback on the medevac, but not doing a whole lot. He's got that photon overcharge down now, but mostly he's just got the zealots and the sentries. Oh, wow.
Great storm.
Actually, a great storm.
That push is over, man. Yeah.
Das hält er.
Whoa.
So SOS,
great defense.
He did it really well. Yeah, he moved out with the Templar. He also activated that the planetary nexus. People are liking to call it the photon overcharge to just delay a little bit until he had storm, and then was able to get a great storm with those force fields as well. So nice defense by SOS. A very scary moment, but staying alive so far.
And now the Hellbats cometh into this game. So he'll be using that to buffer damage for his front lines. Keep those charge lots in the back.
Hellbats are perfect for this because they're really good at charge lots, obviously, but they're also able to soak a lot of damage from Psionic Storm too, and they can be healed by medevacs. So a perfect thing to add in there, and a fleet beacon on the way for SOS.
What does this mean,
Interesting.
Noah?
It could mean a couple things. I mean, Tempests are a little bit good for delaying tactics type of stuff. He could even be going, actually, for a He's got to survive this first, though. Another good storm.
Hammer.
It's going to help.
He'll be able, if he gets Tempest, he can snipe off some of those medevacs at the very least. Gets the Revelation.
Wenn er es schafft, Zeit zu kaufen, ist er in great shape.
Another option would be the Annie and Pulse Crystals upgrade as well. If you make some Phoenixes off of that, you can maybe fly around and focus down some of the medevacs. But yeah, will be that Tempest. That makes the most sense.
So he's got eyes on the main force of Innovation right now. You can see that Widow Mine lurking there.
And a lot of this, again, I mean, he's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on the medevacs from a long distance away. But he needs to keep those Tempests safe. Look at this, going completely almost into air. A second starport, air upgrades. Oh, I love this, man. I mean, I hope this works so much because it's such a cool build to see.
And you can see he's also trying to create a choke right there using photon cannons, getting a defensive hard point between his natural and his third.
We're getting to like complexity RSVP levels of cannons here. That's a joke a lot of NA players may know about, but we'll see. Not necessarily Terrans. Here we go.
All right, he is trying to defend. A bit of a weak storm right there, and the cannon will go down at the third. Meanwhile, Innovation just coming through, taking out some of the cannons in between bases right there. This Oracle has done a tremendous
3-4 kill. Wow.
And there we go. Hellbats coming in as well for Innovation. The first Tempest is out on the map.
Yep. I believe that did get spotted as well.
Reinforcements en route for our STX Terran player.
This is a bit crazy right now, making a ton of Tempest, but he needs to have this base defense.
All right, well, SOS going for the purely defensive route this time. These Hellbats doing some work, taking out the probes at the third, but Innovation has to evacuate as the Zealots get warped in.
He's got to be a little bit careful of these cannons, but he can do more damage with these Hellbats. The thing is he can't really drop anywhere at the moment.
Oh, run, Templar!
Oh, the probes, too.
Whoa.
Man,
I was very nervous for those Templar, Noah.
Here come the Tempests. Templar, Tempest, so close. But we're going like totally big game hunters on this one right now for SOS. Just cannons and large air units. But I like it.
I miss carrier games on BGH.
Oh,
right.
Those probes. Oh, he's I guess, I mean, that does kill Hellbats as well, but
so viele probe losses gerade.
That's right. Yeah. He doesn't care about his probes.
Yeah, there's the Ghost Academy right now for Innovation. 3 more starports added on. The fact is that if it's just going to end up being Vikings against Tempest, it's going to go pretty well for the Vikings if they can get in position. So SOS is going to need to be kind of careful with this. We'll see how much he really wants to sort of dedicate to air. I don't know if he's going to add on any more than just these Tempest.
Well, he already has 5 of them.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
So a lot invested in the air already. Here we go. The Tempest
he may be
in the center of the map right now.
Yeah, he may want to try to sneak the gold base. Storm taking a big chunk out of Innovation.
And storm after storm here, but Innovation continues to press forward, hiding these Zealots.
Marauder Hellbat takes so much damage, and here comes more units at the natural.
He does get a medevac with the feedback. He's got a cannon there as well. The Tempest going to come to clean this little push up, but he's got some problems also at his third base. Force fields for the moment. Going to stall that one out.
Die Dinger kommen gar nicht zum Schießen,
die hard from a long
Tempest.
distance away, but they don't really have a large amount of sustained damage. I think he actually shot one of his own units there accidentally too. Oops.
All right, well, SOS, ooh,
ouch.
Loses the Zealot to that well-placed Widow Mine.
Yeah.
And here we go. He is trying to sneak that gold base, Doa, but
I think that's
Innovation knows that it's there.
The nice thing, though, is that he can park Templar there behind the mineral line, and he can also keep his Tempest up on the cliff to fire over the Nexus and defend it. I think that's the idea we've got going on here from SOS. We'll see if Innovation wants to let him get away with it, though.
And more Tempests coming onto the board here from SOS, going up to 7. Do you think this is an overinvestment?
I think he has decided on his strategy and he's going for it. Oh, the Vikings coming in, though. One Tempest already going down.
Whoa.
He can't make mistakes like that. He needs to keep these very expensive Tempests alive.
And look at that again. That choke really proving useful to use those storms.
Yeah.
And a bunch of bio getting low. SOS is down 50 supply right now, however. He's building more Stargates.
Yep. He wants to get even more air, and I mean, he's got enough Tempests out that you can see what he's been doing. He's been delaying Innovation, keeping him from being able to push in completely with a big army. So now that he's got all these Tempests, he can add in Voiders if he wants. He's actually starting a Dark Shrine as well. Interesting.
All right, well, a few Zealots going to be warped in here on the low ground. They're going to be picked up by the Marauders immediately.
I don't know about that one.
Innovation moving out on the map again, getting another command center, just trying to take bases.
You know, a tricky thing for SOS right now is that he's running out of resources on all his bases. He really needs this fourth, and Innovation doesn't want him to have it.
And there we go. He's just moving straight in. Nothing going to stop this Nexus from going down right there. And an easy Nexus snipe.
Yep.
For Innovation, controlling his opponent, gets a probe there.
Yeah. I mean, that was the perfect move for Innovation. I mean, he knows how SOS is kind of starved for resources at the moment. So by picking up that Nexus, hey, you know, now SOS has no income really. It's nearly gone. All he's got really is one base, and you cannot sustain the amount of units that SOS wants to make on just a one base economy.
Absolutely. Well, we'll have to see what he wants to do with this Dark Shrine. It is nearly complete. cloak?